On her first day in the city, the 53-year-old widow caught the attention of a wealthy man. Why was there such a commotion at the hotel entrance? He frowned and ordered his men to investigate, telling them to keep it down. To repay her late husband's enormous debts, Mi-young had no choice but to swallow her pride and sell goods by the roadside. But Seoul was different from the countryside. Street vending wasn't allowed. After a grueling day's work, she hadn't even earned 20,000 won. Dragging her weary body through unfamiliar streets, she momentarily lost focus and nearly got hit by a passing luxury car. The wealthy man and his driver got out to check on her. He slowly helped her up, but the physically and emotionally drained Mi-young fainted. With no other choice, he carried her back to the car. When she awoke, two large dogs stared intently at her. Terrified, Mi-young stammered, "Who are you? Where are you taking me?" After hearing the whole story, the woman insisted she was fine and demanded to get out immediately. The silent tycoon finally spoke up. "We'll be at the hospital in 3 minutes. Please wait a little longer." The dog-fearing woman pressed herself tightly against the side of the car, noticing she was missing one shoe. Upon arrival, the driver lent her a pair of slippers. The tycoon discreetly observed her, only to meet Mi-young's gaze. The man listened intently as she spoke with the doctor, astonished that anyone could go hungry in this day and age. She ate only 3 seaweed rice rolls a day, which left her exhausted and too weak to even accept 4 fluids. The taciturn tycoon instructed the doctor to prescribe medication and stepped out to take a call. By the time he returned, the destitute woman had vanished, leaving behind 5,000 won and a note expressing gratitude. The tycoon was utterly bewildered. With nowhere else to go, Mi-young sought refuge in a sauna for the night, only to turn around and encounter her late husband's former lover. Perhaps driven by guilt, the detested rival persistently pursued her, even offering lodging. With nowhere else to go, Mi-young reluctantly agreed, but refused to be called Big Sister. Arriving at the unused attic, the oppressed woman glimpsed a sliver of hope, silently vowing to establish herself on this land. Meanwhile, the wealthy man chuckled at the sight of 5,000 won, never having met such a simple woman. So poor she was hungry, yet still expressed gratitude. He thought it nearly a minor episode in life, believing their paths would never cross again, yet the gears of fate began to turn slowly. The lonely chairman had no appetite for food. The steak in his mouth felt like chewing wax. Even 5 top chefs couldn't stir his appetite. He particularly missed the bowl of stewed noodles he'd once demanded from a villager during a trip to the countryside, the most delicious meal he'd had in years. His resourceful assistant immediately rushed to the village to find the noodle maker. The old woman expressed regret, explaining her niece had gone to the city to work and pay off debts. But this posed no challenge to the assistant's extensive connections. He soon tracked down Mi-young and invited her to meet the group's chairman.
Kindly support this little channel by commenting,